Hello everyone, welcome back to Linkside 201. Today we are going to talk about IPA and consonants. Okay, before we begin anything, I want to show you this YouTube clip. So in the video we have a female singer, a Taiwanese singer. She is a native speaker of Taiwanese. And what is special about this video is that we have Placido Domingo here. He is singing the same Taiwanese folk song as well. Okay, you can finish the clip by yourself. The main point of this is that Domingo, I bet he cannot speak any Taiwanese. However, he is able to sing in Taiwanese. There's a secret behind this. That is that he is reading IPA. We're going to talk a little bit more about IPA soon. So what he is looking at is IPA symbols. Okay. Let's do some review first. What is phonetics about? Phonetics is a study of actual physical representation of human languages, which is the actual physical sounds in spoken languages or actual physical gestures in sign languages. On the other hand, we are going to talk about phonology, which is the mental representations of human languages. Just a little example to show the distinction between the physical aspect and the mental aspect. Okay, so for example, if we try to say this word hamster, what we try to say is this one, hamster. Pay attention, then we have M sound and we have S sound. However, in the actual pronunciation, we pronounce this hamster. We have a per sound inserted between M and S. So in our mind, what we try to do is produce this sound, M and S, without any per sound inserted. However, in the actual pronunciation, we have a P sound. So this is the distinction between the mental representation and the physical representation. Okay, another review. There are three main subfields of phonetics: articulatory, the sound production, and acoustic, the sound quality, and auditory, sound perception. Okay. So phonetics in a broad sense is the study of sounds. Then to study sounds, we need to have some tools to describe sounds so that we can discuss these sounds on paper or over computer. So what is important is that we need to have a system to transcribe sounds. And this is where IPA kicks in. But why do we really need to use IPA? Why can't we just use written system using words, using written forms? The answer is simple, which is that a written form is not a reliable system to transcribe sounds. For example, a one word or a letter could map to multiple sounds. So we have a Chinese example here. This and this are the same character. However, it have different sounds and different meanings. This is pian, this is bian, right? Sounds different. However, it has the same orthography. It has the same written form. So the written form is bad for transcribing sounds. And we have an English example here as well. We are looking at the T sound. We have all the T here. However, all the T's are pronounced differently. We have time, we have an aspiration, and in this study, the T sound in study is unaspirated, right? And this try, the T sound in try is ch sound, and with button, with nation with a sh sound, and also the T sound could be simply not pronounced. Hot dog, right? So what I try to say here is that the orthography, the written system, are not a reliable system to transcribe sounds. So we need something else, which is IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. Okay, so whenever I talk about IPA, it reminds me this kind of IPA. Both are good. Okay. IPA is a standardized set of symbols. So we only use a specific set of symbols. We do not randomly use any symbols. And there's one-to-one correspondence between symbol and sound. So if we have a sound, it's represented by one single symbol. Okay, and if we have a single symbol, it's mapped to one and only one sound. So that is a very reliable system to transcribe sounds. All sounds can be divided into two groups, vowels and consonants. And we are going to focus on consonants in this set, and we are going to talk about more about vowels in the next set. So the difference between them is that when the airstream is constricted, then we have a consonant sound. And when the airstream is not constricted, then we have a vowel sound. Okay, and we are going to talk about consonants in this lecture. Okay, so to describe a consonant, actually we only need to describe three values of a sound. In other words, each consonant sound has three dimensions. It has voicing dimension, place of articulation dimension, and manner of articulation dimension. Dimension means that we are going to pick one, voiced or voiceless, from voicing, and place of articulation, we are going to pick one of them. Manner of articulation, we are going to pick one of them. And with the combination, then we have a single sound. So it means that each sound can be decomposed into three values. Once we get a three value, then we have a single sound. This is a little bit abstract for now, but let's take a look at this video. This is a video from Dr. Ivan Ashworth's lecture. I have his agreement to use it. Let's take a look at his lecture together.
Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So today we will be talking about articulatory phonetics. This is the study of how speech sounds are produced in the vocal tract. all of our articulators in our vocal tracts must work in concert to produce just one speech sound. This is to say nothing of the complexity of these motor routines in casual speech. So, just a note, we will be focusing on the phonetics of spoken languages, and more specifically, consonant sounds in North American English in this video. So, what's the difference between consonants and vowels, you might ask? Well, basically, consonants involve some constriction of airflow, whereas vowels do not. When linguists describe consonant sounds, we use three criteria: voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. Let's talk about each of these in turn. Voicing, or state of the glottis, refers to what the vocal folds are doing. When air passes through open vocal folds, we call these voiceless sounds. When air passes through vibrating vocal folds, we call these voiced sounds. You can feel the difference between voiced and voiceless sounds by putting your hand right here on your Adam's apple if you're a male, or where your Adam's apple would be if you're a female. So produce these two sounds in succession. S, z, s, z. Which one produces the vibration? You should feel that z produces a vibration, so it's a voiced sound, whereas s does not produce the vibration, so it's a voiceless sound. Place of articulation refers to where in the vocal tract the constriction of airflow takes place. Bilabial sounds are produced with both lips, like p, b, m. Labiodental sounds are produced with the upper teeth and the lower lip, such as f, v. Interdental sounds are produced with the tongue in between the upper and lower teeth, such as th, th. Alveolar sounds are produced with the tongue at or near the ridge right behind the upper front teeth, such as t, d, s. Palatal sounds are produced at the hard palate or the roof of the mouth, such as sh, zh, y. Velar sounds are produced at the velum or soft palate, such as k, g. And glottal sounds are produced at the glottis, or the space between the vocal folds, such as h, or the catch in the throat, as in Batman. Manner of articulation refers to how the airflow is constricted in the vocal tract. Stop sounds result from a complete constriction of airflow, followed by a release of that air, such as p, t, k, b, d, g. Fricatives are sounds produced when the tongue approaches but does not make contact with a place of articulation, causing a bottleneck of the airflow. And this gives the sound a friction-like quality, such as v, f, z, sh. Affricates result from a sequence of stop plus fricative in rapid succession. So the affricate ch represents t plus sh, just as the affricate j results from d plus j. Nasal sounds are produced when the velum is lowered, allowing air to pass through the nasal cavity, such as mm. Liquid sounds are produced by allowing air to pass by one or both sides of the tongue, and the tongue itself can move a lot to shape the sound, such as Glide sounds are produced with very little constriction of airflow, so little, in fact, that they are often referred to as semivowels, such as w, y. And finally, we have tap sounds. Tap sounds involve a rapid flick of the tongue to some place of articulation. In North American English, we only really have one tap, and that's at the alveolar ridge. You can hear the tap sound in the word butter, butter. Now notice where we write it with two T's in English that your tongue is producing a tap sound there rather than a full stop or plosive sound. So in North American English you say butter. Now as compared to in received pronunciation where you say butter, that involves a full T stop. Okay, we've discussed these three criteria for describing consonant sounds: voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation. And when linguists talk about a consonant sound, they do so in that order. So, for example, the sound B is considered a voiced bilabial stop. S is a voiceless alveolar fricative. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. So please check out our other videos, including articulatory phonetics and vowels, and also how to navigate the International Phonetic Alphabet. See you later.
Now let's review the three dimensions again. Okay, voicing is the vibration of the vocal cords. If the vocal cords are drawn apart, then it will not be vibrating. Then we have a voiceless sound. And this is just a example of all the voiceless sound in English. The pale, P is the IPA for per sound in this word. And feel, and thin, and TH sound is represented by this symbol, this IPA symbol. And we have a whole list. So cheap is represented by this symbol. And on the other hand, we have voiced sound. Bill, the B sound in B, and villain, the V sound in villain, and the deal, zillion. Okay. And then the second dimension is a place of articulation where the airflow is restricted. And we have several choices. We can use our lips bilabial. So actually you need to know the names of all the parts as well. Lips, teeth, and we have tongue tip, tongue body, tongue root. And this part is called the velum. Velum is important because it is a movable part. In this picture, it is attached to this wall, so the oral cavity is closed. Then we have an oral sound. However, when we try to produce a nasal sound, the velum will be lowered, so there will be an airway through here into the nasal cavity, and we are going to have a nasal sound. Okay, you just need to memorize all the names. Let's take a look at this alveolar reach. So if you use your tongue to touch your upper teeth and you move a little bit backward, and then you will feel some place where it is hard, right? Can you feel that? Behind your upper teeth. And after that, you have a softer part. So the hard part is the alveolar ridge. Okay. So place articulation is where the sound is produced. Okay. Bilabial is using both lips. Labial dental, labial is your lip and dental is your teeth. So we have f sound, v sound, interdental, inter and dental between your teeth. Okay, thin, the and alveolar is where you use your tongue to touch your or draw close to alveolar ridge. And palatal, palate is the softer part here, and velar is a little bit lower. Here is the velar, and we have glottal. Okay. And then manner of articulation is the other third dimension, is how the airstream is constricted. If the airstream is completely blocked, then we have stop or plosive sound. For example, p sound. So for per sound pale, you use your both lips to close the airflow completely, and then you open your lips to release the airflow. Right? A T sound, you use your tongue tip and your alveolar to close the airflow, and then you release airflow. Then we have T sound. The same thing applies to the rest of them. And if you have a well restricted sound, then we have a fricative. It means that we narrow down the air pass of the airflow, and we have then the sound quality will be something like a hissing sound. We have s, z, okay. And if we have a fricative plus stop, then we have an affricate. Chip, ch sound in chip and j. Okay, we have a we have a stop and then we have a fricative. Okay, ch, j. Okay, then if it is less retreated and it goes through your nasal cavity, and we have a nasal sound, and for liquid sound and glide sound as well. Okay, and through this link you can go to a interactive IPA chart where you can find all the IPA symbols, and if you click on the IPA symbol, you can see how to pronounce the sound. Okay, thank you and see you next time. Remember to do the